Coming up next, it's Kovalova and Smith versus Jansen and Jones. Kovalova and Smith making their first final in 2023. Cameron Irwin alongside Dave Fleming. Dave, you got to tell me a little history between these two.
Yeah, you have one team that played all of 2022 together, that being Kovalova and Smith. Jansen and Jones' new partnership this year, so just a few tournaments already, but they've played twice. Each side has taken one. Last time we saw these two, it was Jansen and Jones winning the bronze just 1 week ago, 11-3, 11-8. So this is very interesting because Lucy Kovalova and Callie Smith just set the world on fire last year as a partnership. Came out, won everything, won this event in one of the best matches you'll ever see. 11-7 in the fifth against the Waters last year. That was an epic battle here. So they have history. They are the defending champions. Haven't played to the level they're capable of until yesterday. My goodness, against Anna Bright and Andrea Koop. What a battle that was yesterday. And these two, you saw both joy and relief. These are a team that is used to playing on Sunday and just hadn't been there. They last won in October in DC, so they're thrilled to play. They had the black and red on yesterday as well, so they're feeling good about that color combination, and there's going to be a good one. On the other side, obviously, everybody's favorite, Elise Jones, is going to be flying all over the court, and her chemistry with Leah Jansen has just been off the charts. They've got a silver, they've got a bronze. Can they get a gold here today?
Well, I'm glad that you bring up the word chemistry, because if you were to speak to both of these two teams about their X factor, why they are so successful, both teams would say it's the chemistry we hold alongside our partner. It's been so fun to catch up with Lucy Kovalova as well as Callie Jo Smith multiple times, just both of them saying, we genuinely love playing alongside one another, and we love the person that we get to compete alongside. And it's interesting too, Elise Jones, in this new partnership with Leah Jansen, their fire matches one another beautifully. They have their roles ironed out perfectly. Elise Jones, a fantastic defender, and Leah Jansen, it really allows her to play very free.
Yeah, she is comfortable now on the court. She just hasn't had that perfect partner so she can play her best, because she was always wondering, is this a ball I should take? Now she's just taking them, and this duo is going to be so fun to watch because Elise is going to be everywhere setting the table for Leah, and then Callie Smith was absolutely the aggressor we know she can be. She hadn't played as confidently until yesterday, and Lucy Kovalova, don't go to that two-handed backhand. That's the no-go zone.
I was also impressed with Callie Jo Smith in mixed play as well, alongside Dylan Frazier. Women's Pro Doubles final is underway. Speaking of Callie Jo Smith, a little flip there on the backhand side.
Yeah, great job of controlling that, coming across court to be able to redirect that down the middle and keep it in.
Line to line, then cross court. Wow.
More, please.
You gotta love it. Pro women's doubles is in full send in the early parts of game one.
Second serve.
So I'm curious, Dave, where does the pattern, where does the strategy lie for both of these teams?
So you're going to see Callie's backhand targeted when they're at the kitchen line, because they know they can't be hurt over there. So they're going to keep pumping the ball over there, and that's a safe place to put the ball. They'll go to the outside to Lucy a little bit on the ground as well, but you're going to see most of the balls right there.
Leah Jansen has been playing very confident in 2023, and rightly so. It's helped her game that much more too, trusting herself and believing in herself.
And that's the pattern Leah Jansen wants all day. Pull Callie wide, not going to get hurt off the bounce, and then make her have to rally back to the middle. Wasn't able to get there. That's a really nice combination from Jansen.
Lucy Kovalova having a conversation with Callie right now. Lucy out of Wichita, Kansas, where she currently resides. Originally from Slovakia. What a touch from Jansen. She shoulder pushes Elise Jones, saying, "That's right, Mighty Mouse."
Just another tremendous women's doubles point. Obviously, Elise Jones comes from a volleyball background like you do, and you know you got to dig a lot of spikes out of there to get the chance to spike on your own, and she was able to make that happen. High quality to start this match.
Side out.
The other factor here, Cameron, is both Lucy and Callie are using a new paddle this year. Carbon from Onyx. Lucy's very thin, 12 millimeter. I believe Callie's using the 14 millimeter version, not even out in the market yet. And that is a factor, just feeling the touch of that.
Yeah.
They're going to get more spin from that carbon face. But do you have everything else? So far this week, that has worked out very well for them, and they will only get better as they get used to how to shape the ball with that new paddle face.
Side out.
Leah Jansen with a nice shot. As you saw, Lucy Kovalova tried to slide and open up her counter.
Yeah, you'll see her doing that all day. She is somebody you want to attack on the right side of her body. It's just hard to find it.
A little bit of an early take there from Lucy Kovalova. A new look.
Yeah, and not somebody that usually attacks off the bounce with the two-handed backhand at the kitchen. Certainly will wreck the ball if it's in the air. And we have a side switch.
And it's out of bounds. You know, it's interesting. I feel like just within the last 2 or so tournaments, we're starting to see teams that have traditionally stayed pretty solid right and left try and switch things up to give a different look to the other side.
No doubt the battle that Kovalova and Smith had with Coop and Bright, it was nonstop.
Yeah. Saw that with Matt Wright and Riley Newman as well.
Yep.
Leah Jansen, you got to love that angle. You can see just how hard she's working on some of those cross-court dinks on the backhand side.
Yeah, and then put the left hand on there to be able to attack and drive through it, and beautiful ball down the middle. And just to take your switching one step further, we saw Coop and Bright take the chicanery to the next level. They started right and left, served the ball, and switched while the serve was in the air, just to put a different thought and look on the other side.
So a little bit of a different spin in pickleball. Everyone trying to find the next level up.
Yeah, has just made the right decision. That's such an important part of pickleball, picking your spots, and she's done it beautifully here, and that's why they've got the lead.
Callie Joe back on the left.
Point.
And another point. So Leah Jansen getting a little more aggressive in terms of when she's on that forehand. She's able to speed up. And Elise Jones is the first to pull the trigger.
Yeah, and you see the benefits of that. If they're going to just leave a ball hanging up in the air above the net, go after it. Great job by Jones there, and Leah Jansen gets the final swing. And if I see a player who doesn't usually lobbing, they're starting to run out of ideas, and that's not a good thing. Just get back to what got you here.
Well, my next question is, how can you get Lucy Kovalova a little bit more involved, as well as on the other side getting Elise Jones involved a little bit? We've seen the cross court to Callie and Leah.
Yeah, so Callie's got to redirect the ball to Elise to get into that cross court dink battle, but easier said than done.
And that's just out of bounds. Wow, what a point. Lucy Kovalova even had a fantastic touch right there to be able to get a ball.
She did indeed, but everything going the way of the 2 seed here.
Look at those resets.
Just such quiet paddle, and what I mean by that is just paddle out in front, no swing, take the pace from the shot you're getting, just massage that back into the kitchen. It's textbook.
2-9-2.
That ball actually crawled over the net. But again, Leah Jansen, she's finding that forehand. They're trying to go a little bit more middle, but she's creating.
Yeah, the middle's got to be the left foot of Elise Jones, and it is a foot too far to the left, and that's been a huge problem here.
Second serve.
Dave Johnson just barking out the score.
9-2-2.
I like the communication there between Kovalova and Smith.
Yeah, if there's a lob in the middle of the court, you want the left side player to air traffic that and take it. Footwork's much easier.
Leah Jansen is on a riot, though. I know she just missed that last one, but 2 beautiful speed ups on each side of her body.
Yeah, if I'm coaching her, I say keep doing that. You're going to make that most of the time. Wow.
Elise was well on the receiving end of that, so deep in the court. Wow. That was so funny. She shocked herself that that ball went out of bounds.
She forgot to switch, and they got away with it.
Just relentless on the side of Jansen and Jones right here. They did try and find Elise Jones a bit more in the transition.
Yeah, and then a beautiful lob in the middle of that point by Kovalova, but then so that pushes them off the net, and then dropped it not too tight to the net and brought them all the way back. Needed to be better there.
Oh, Leah Jansen, that's just mean.
Leah Jansen's hitting down. Kovalova and Smith are hitting up. All you got to do is look at the scoreboard to see what the impact of that is.
Kovalova now on the left. That's a great dink to the left foot. So game number 1 to Jansen and Jones.
Just impressive. I mean, literally following the script perfectly. They know where the ball will not hurt them off the bounce, and then they are not scared to pull the trigger, and they are doing it with great precision here, Cameron.
Everything working in the favor of Jansen and Jones. Here's a look at some of game number 1 highlights. Leah Jansen's forehand was just filthy. The overhead as well, plenty of pace coming off her paddle. Elise Jones and Leah Jansen were lights out in game number 1 as they face off against Lucy Kovalova and Callie Jo Smith for this pro women's doubles final on the Carvana PPA Tour. This is the Vulcan Indoor National Championships. Game 2, here we go. So Cameron Irwin alongside Dave Fleming. Where could they maybe find some solutions against Jansen and Jones?
The woman wearing blue right there needs to get a lot of balls and slow down Leah Jansen rampage.
And right on cue. They've switched thinking cross court and up the line. So you switch to dinking that direction, but then where can you be offensive?
Yeah, you got to wait for the right ball. They pulled the trigger, and Elise, to her credit, kept the ball safe. So that should not deter their decision, though. Okay, that one didn't work out. Keep going.
And a few different lobs on each side of the court, and I think this is where it gets really interesting because you can change some of that pattern going to Elise Jones. You have to be ready, though, to grit out a little bit of longer point.
For sure. She's not going to give you anything free. She's also not going to attack too many balls, so hang with it. I mean, this is where discipline comes in, and I don't mean it from shot selection. I mean literally from, we decide we're going to put the ball there. Don't change because you think you should. Stay with it. Johns are one of the best at that in the men's game.
Side out.
Mixing the ball around, but they do have 2 points on the board, Kovalova and Smith. And it's interesting too because Jones and Jansen play a little bit more mixed style in terms of when they see that speed up coming, how far Jones will move and shift to the backhand.
Second serve.
Keep moving the ball around for Kovalova and Smith.
Yeah, now that left foot of Elise Jones is more open because you've been moving that ball around, and then Leah's taking a ball she hasn't seen in the whole first game. So much smarter strategy. It's going to take a lot more time to win this way, but this is something they've got to do. That's what I wanted to see them do to start, and they are there. Now it's a matter of grinding it out. Because then you see Leah Jansen, I'm not getting the ball. I had so much fun in game number 1. I'm going to speed up a ball there that Callie's sitting on. There's no way that can go to her left shoulder.
So good for Kovalova. A perfect lob as they're now up 4-0.
Just brilliant. And I heard Matt Wright, who's used to playing on Sunday, is just coaching here today.
So this doubles matchup will be played 3 out of 5. And right now, we're looking to go 1-1. So a strategy change has gotten a 4-point advantage to Kovalova and Smith, sitting in some longer points now. But up in game number 2.
Time in. 4-0-1.
Just a really impressive play by Lucy Kovalova. Each time Leah Jansen has kind of found that forehand speed up, it's gone up the middle, but she was able to fend one off the line.
Yes.
Earlier in that rally.
And then I love she reached in with the one-handed backhand to set up the forehand. That was terrific.
Oh, and I was going to start to wonder when these lobs were going to start to eat away at Elise Jones.
She said, I'm not eating away at anything. I'm going to take a big swing at this one. Eat this.
Love that fire.
A lot of volume from Elise Jones right now, and that's needed. I mean, this is a fiery team, and she has been the target.
Uh-oh. Usually we say don't poke the bear, but I think in this case, don't poke the mouse.
Yeah, that mouse has sharp teeth.
1-5-1. Second serve.
Taking some pace off, Callie Jo Smith.
That's exactly right there. You don't have to kill it because you know she can reset the pace, so put it at her feet and make her have to give a little pace back to the ball.
Uh-oh, we're going back and forth.
It's on. Because Callie hit her, gets the tag, and then just hung in there with the stare down for a good 5 seconds.
Let's go. We're playing 3 out of 5.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm ready for this one to go the distance.
Yes. Let's have a replay of their win last year that was 11-7 in the 5th. Not against this team, but all kinds of drama.
Second serve.
And it's important to note, we haven't said Leah Jansen's name more than maybe twice in this second game. That's because they've somewhat neutralized her, going a little bit more at Elise Jones.
Point.
Yeah, so Leah just needs to really crowd like she did on that first drop. She stepped in there and hit a nice ball. Like, make them go behind you.
Callie Jo Smith just in disbelief. She had a good read.
1-6-1.
Great read, just a little too far out of reach and very shallow to the net. Hard to punch that for a winner.
Lucy Kovalova's lob has been perfect.
This is a masterpiece of changing strategy mid-match. Keeping it on Elise Jones. When she's really dug in at the kitchen line, throw it over her head. Perfect.
Ooh, a little paddle wobble there was perfect for Kovalova.
Yeah, just delicately over, and they are smiling away as well they should be.
6-1-1.
6-1, first serve.
Second serve.
Man, if you're Jones and Jansen, it's got to be slightly frustrating. I think anyone that's been on the pickleball court before, when you're seeing lob after lob after lob, it just requires work to have to get back there.
Yeah, it's so hard to get back to the kitchen line where you just were and put the ball in a safe place. So a couple chances there. I'd like to see Leah Jansen be even more aggressive in the middle, straddle that tee until they are beating you to the back shoulder. Narrow that gap to get the ball to Elise.
Second serve.
Callie Jo Smith using her range.
1-6-2.
And a different speed up. Lucy Kovalova taking a shot.
Yeah, it ended up in a good place for Leah. Just didn't make that. But tracking down on these lobs, you talked about this could go 5. That is a lot of wear and tear over the course of the match here. And the other thing that lobbing does is then maybe Elise isn't so tight to the kitchen line, makes your dinks more effective because they can travel farther because they're not right up on it.
That was amazing from Leah Jansen.
Just great control to take that tight backswing and roll that. Beautiful ball from her.
Ball's out.
Looking for a winner there.
Side out.
Aggressive dink from Callie Jo Smith.
So what Kovalova can do is if I put the ball in the middle from the shot before that, just sit in the middle and make her beat you on the outside, because that's a really tough ball for her to make. So just tight little opportunities on both sides here.
That's the hardest ball overhead I've seen from Elise Jones.
And it's so hard to get that much into it backing up, but volleyball players know how to hit things over their heads.
2-6-1.
Atta girl, Elise.
Yeah, and that's where I'm talking about. I want to see Elise just be so aggressive next to her. Great setup by Elise Jones. She was looking for her partner there.
2-6-2.
Sometimes we defer because our partner's engaged. Oh, no.
Point.
We've seen a few miscommunications. Callie Jo Smith right here working around the edge. Leaves a little too much space. Not quite the recognition yet. We've seen it on both sides. That's why I bring it up.
15 seconds.
Yeah, she thought she saw a drop going to the corner, and it was more down the middle there.
3-6-2. I'll recall.
Guys getting the score right here. Don't see too many clean third drop winners. Much better from Lucy there.
Well,
you beat me once, fine. Not a second time.
And it's hard too, because you have to imagine in that cross-court speed up, who has the forehand? That's Callie Jo Smith to cover middle, but Lucy's doing a nice job helping out there.
again. Leia's just got to say, anything to your left, I'm on it. Play in front of you and to the right. Everything else I'm going to come crush, because this is going to get these two very fired up, because they're seeing their strategy work, and now they're seeing miscommunication on the other side. Wow.
And right into the right shoulder of Lucy Kovalova.
What a great rally again from these ladies, and off the tape, no chance.
7-3-2.
So second serve, Kovalova and Smith with a 4-point advantage. Out of bounds off the lob.
The other thing that Elise Jones can do to alleviate a little bit of the pressure we saw there is jump for the Ernie that takes the down the line dink out and puts the ball on Jansen's forehand. So we'll see if she does that a little more.
Second serve.
The out calls are starting to get a little more aggressive on both sides of the net.
Yeah, there was no rule that you have to scream that it's out.
Oh no, it's more the distance, letting,
Yes.
letting the other team know the distance and how far.
Yes.
Well wide.
Well out.
So long. Trying to find that forehand on the backhand side.
Yeah, that's hard to run around that, because the apex of the ball will leave while you're moving your feet around there, and that's an almost impossible ball to pull the trigger on. So nice patience from Jansen and Jones there.
No, my view is blocked. Did you see it?
Asking whether that ball's in or out of bounds. Let's take a look.
Referee timeout.
I think we have a challenge here.
That ball looks out of bounds.
Kovalova and
Am I
Smith
wrong?
are challenging
I
the
agree with you,
outcall.
just deep. Elise Jones literally looking right down on it. So
The result
we
of
got our
the
first
outcall
challenge of the
is
day,
a
Cam.
point.
Time to head to a video challenge. They are in play today.
After video review, the call stands. The ball is out. A challenge is lost. A timeout is lost. We will now proceed with Miss Jones serving at 5-7-2.
So the call stands. Ball was out of bounds.
One timeout.
Charlie Mueller.
Yes, ma'am. Your score is 5. You're in the correct spot. Time in. 5-7-2.
Excuse me, Pam Graves was our video referee.
Point.
And here they come.
So 7-6 now.
6-7-2.
Hallie Jo Smith.
Badly needed, because Elise Jones has absolutely upped her game with seeing so many balls, and Callie said, not down my line.
Construction from Kovalova and Smith.
And so much patience from Elise Jones, trying to take just a couple steps in after all of this.
6-1.
Thrown over her head, and then a great read again by Callie Smith. Line is closed. Double Ernie.
So as another adjustment coming on the side of Jansen and Jones, they decide to take a timeout here to find that set adjustment. A 3-point lead for Kovalova and Smith.
Point.
Leah Jansen has found a few different speed-up location. That one just long for her.
10-6-1. Second serve.
A second serve, a second look at game point.
10-6-2. Side out.
And that's like the first third shot drive we've seen in forever. They've just been dropping it to the left foot of Jansen. So interesting, at game point they switched that up, did Callie Smith.
A little paddle clink, and again, they're trying to work out the middle right now.
Yeah, that one is usually not a good sound for your team, but confused everybody and got a miss.
No way. Elise Jones just swatted that ball away from her.
Yeah, it got so into her body right before that, and then there you see that beautiful swing on the overhead.
Second serve.
Her arm looks a little looser on some of those overheads. At times I feel like she tried to muscle them down early in this season, and that looks a little bit more fluid.
Yeah.
Am I crazy?
No, you're not, and I'm liking the paddle head speed coming through there for sure.
Bring her in to set her up.
That's an unbelievable get from Leah Jansen right there. And to have the discipline to not overhit that roll there, well done.
And again, Elise Jones is finding defensive plays off the edges of her paddle right now.
Yeah, and such a great chance for Kovalova there, and then she was reminded of how far out that ball was as well. 4 saved.
And they get the ball back. Elise Jones and Leah Jansen down by 2.
Oh dear.
And Elise Jones with a little bit of a dive there. Knee hit the video board on the floor.
You know she's going to be on the ground in a match, and from all that volleyball, she knows how to dive.
And then right at the body again. So 2 balls back and a hold for Kovalova and Smith. Lead official Dave Johnson. Second, Michelle Baumgardner. Seyhan Hunter is our tracking official, and Pam Graves, our video. Just low enough.
Try number 6.
And again, a little bit of pressure from Callie Jo Smith. After 6 tries, they get game number 2. Matt Wright apparently is giving him some coaching here.
As well he should. He's got the day off. He wish he didn't. So get in there and help those ladies out. Big strategy change. And we are knotted at 1 here on Carmana Championship Sunday.
There will be a new women's champion here in Lakeville, Minnesota. Both these teams looking for their first title in 2023. Annalie Waters has found each of the first 3 alongside 2 different partners, Anna Bright, Catherine Parento. So Dave, I'm curious, we've seen some massive adjustments. Is it now going to be about adjustments or just execution?
The one adjustment from what I'm seeing is I want Leah Jansen to be more aggressive in the middle of the court. Okay. So come over a little farther. Even that ball can be hers. Because that's pressure that makes the lob harder, Cameron, because you're over there, so your forehand might be there, and Elise Jones playing solid.
And as much as we talk about the physicality of having to chase the lob, it's also the mental aspect.
Yes.
Catching Callie Jo while she's coming back.
Yeah, and the other part of that, again, is you saw she was able to get an overhead off that lob because she's playing a foot off the kitchen line, which means your dinks are going to be more effective and you have more room where you can not worry about a ball getting taken out of the air.
Yeah, but if Leah's stepping over, it gives a little more space to work with.
Exactly. That's what they have to have. So if she takes a step back, Leah takes a step to the right.
0-2-1.
was popped up by Callie Jo Smith, but she says, all right, I got to clean this mess up now.
Yeah, I put us in jail right there, so I got to get that key, and boom, there she did.
Second serve.
Much better there, Leah. On Elise's side, there are no sides of the court, but sneaking in there, great job. So that's a nice adjustment by Callie Smith. If she is going to take another step closer to Elise, then I'm going to keep her honest on the backside on the ground. Really smart.
The counter from Lucy Kovalova. Just one hand needed.
Yeah, just protects her body. Looked a lot like her partner off the court and on. Matt Wright loves to do that. Protect the body with the one-handed flick backhand. Nice by Kovalova.
Elise Jones, that one just off balance as she hits the overhead, sends it long.
Yeah, if it gets behind your head and you have to hit with the paddle behind you, you're going to not get that closed, and it's going to have an upward trajectory, and that's going to push it deep.
Lucy Kovalova winning a point against Leah Jansen.
And the physicality of these points take a toll, and this is a timeout as much for just having your feeling okay on the court from the whole thing, mentally, physically. We'll be right back. What a battle on Sunday.
With the crowd.
Yeah, had a nice, lively conversation over there yesterday, Cam. We saw the crowd had their Callie Smith hoodies, had that flexed muscle that she is known for, just for her physicality as well as for her exuberance on the court. So, again, just sticking to the game plan and having the discipline to do it. You know the points will end a lot sooner if you start firing the ball all over the place. Very few drives, dropping the ball. I'd love to see Leah Jansen, if they're going to keep dropping the ball in the middle of the court, step in and get offensive. Don't let them even get to the kitchen line.
Mr. Turn gives his 6th point.
6-2.
Hate to do that coming out of a timeout you
Tough.
called.
Kovalova looking for the drive. We will play 3 out of 5 here in this pro doubles final.
2-6-1.
If you're just joining us today, we already saw James Ignatowicz win a men's singles gold. Ooh, and I want to know who Elise Jones is looking at.
3-6-1.
Have to go look at that sideline, see if I can pick somebody out.
And again, her overhead's getting some work in this match.
Sure is. That arm's going to be tired, but she doesn't care. She will fight to the end, and I love the adjustment that she's making. She's hitting down on those overheads, getting the feet turned around.
Second serve.
We've seen so many great dinks on the backhand side from Leah Jansen in this match. And they came out looking to attack her in game number 1, but she earned plenty of respect. They had to move to a different strategy.
Yeah, she had the chance to see a lot of balls, and then you just get in a nice groove, Cameron. We're now not seeing as many. Saw one redirected to her, and you're just not as comfortable with the stroke because you haven't hit it much.
And starting to trail to that left shoulder. That was a big old high five from Elise Jones. And this is where the lob has been working in terms of the execution, is finding the cross-court lob on the left shoulder of Elise Jones. She makes a nice preemptive move there.
Unbelievable footwork there to be able to get that, because that was the exact location you'd want that lob to go. Just too good from Jones.
Point.
So where do you want the lob not to go? Where is the bad lob?
The bad lob's on the paddle side shoulder of somebody, because then they don't have to adjust their body and they can just absolutely cram it. And sometimes it's your partner sitting there going, what did you just do?
Well, I just feel like we're going to be responsible for seeing lob after lob after lob across the country now.
No doubt. I mean, if the pros are doing it all day long, Cameron, I need to take it out to the municipality courts.
Waiting as long as she possibly could.
Just tremendous from Elise Jones there, because you know off the tape it will propel the ball towards the sideline, and she is having a ball with the crowd right now. Okay, Callie Smith, you can talk to them. I'm going to yell at them and get them on my side. This is fantastic from Elise Jones.
Don't mess with Elise Jones. She gets some pretty fancy footwork to get around this one. And it's all fire from that woman.
Look at the crowds even pointing at her. I love it. That is a mom that wants to deliver on Sunday. We'll be right back.
This is why people love pickleball. 4 fantastic athletes going head-to-head here in the women's pro doubles final at the Vulcan Indoor National Championships, presented by Lifetime. Cameron Irwin alongside Dave Fleming. That's Elise Jones alongside Leah Jansen. And Kovalova gives her the little, it's like a small finger wag.
Yeah.
The no good.
7-2.
Yeah, just don't go there.
Side up.
Callie Jo Smith has showed off how fast she is protecting that right shoulder. They've looked to find that forehand in that area multiple times.
Yeah, up to the challenge there. I like that Leah Jansen pulled the trigger. Just too good from Callie.
I was going to say, some great defense to get them back in that point, and it's always one of those ones you think, oh, that's one of the easier balls, but pops up.
Yeah, and that's the ball she's been seeing all day off of their third. So stepping into that from Leah Jansen, she's seen that swing quite a bit. Oh, that's interesting serve choice there. Trying to box Elise into the corner on the switch.
5-7-1.
That was a sorry on the way to a high five right there. Watch this. Yep.
And we'll take it. Thank you very much. 6-7, trailing by 1.
Second serve.
Beautiful angles. So hard to put the ball away, especially against two great defenders like Jansen and Elise Jones. Got to find the angle. Good job by Callie.
Jones and Jansen just keep squashing this ball.
Yeah, that was not an overhead clinic there, but it sure looked like one, Cameron.
Changing the pace for Elise Jones.
Yeah, and there's the difference with this team versus, say, a team with Anna Bright or Annalie Waters on it. Off the bounce, they will attack you. Smith and Kovalova rarely do off the bounce. You saw one from Kovalova there, but that lets these points linger.
Wow, what defense. I was gonna go all Callie Jo Smith there as she was just relentless on the ball.
And then suddenly she had to play defense and was out of position. So I like this slight change. If there is a dead dink that's sitting up and it's attackable, Callie Smith pulled the trigger there. Kovalova did on the forehand a minute ago. Just make smart choices.
So a little bit more towards the body of Kovalova. They had found the forehand once.
Yeah, they know if they go to the left side of her body, they're going to get wrecked with that two-handed backhand. So smart choice again for the targets.
Right up the middle.
Yeah, and that's the one we talked about. I want Leah Jansen to cover everything on the left side of Elise's body. Great shot, though, to beat these two after they fought their way back on their way to the kitchen.
And a side out earn for Kovalova and Smith here. Still the 1 point advantage.
8-7-1. Second serve.
And that's about 3 or 4 overheads in a row off the lob. They have not bounced, and Elise is getting a little better read off of those as well to be able to push back and be in a position to hit an overhead. And you keep seeing the same thing over and over. These players are smart enough to adjust.
The counter from 2 feet behind the kitchen line.
Just able to get it down enough where the Callie Smith reply isn't there, and they're charging into each other on the other side. What a match this is.
Game 3 proving to be a doozy of one.
7-8-1.
A hold for Jansen and Jones.
Second serve.
Starting to get more vocal on the side of Smith and Kovalova. The encouragement is coming. They know they're close. Make it 8-8.
Yeah, that's a ball where Callie's got a good look at it, but Jansen's just sitting there on the forehand, so that's got to be cross court, which is difficult, or more preferred right back at Elise.
Cross-court speed up from Lucy Kovalova.
Yeah, so you've got her pushed off the line a little bit to the big swing, and there is some fiery conversation in a positive way, mind you, on that side.
What a shot from Lucy Kovalova, slicing that up the line. That ball's spinning the direction outside of the court.
That is such a sneaky ball. Hasn't gone there at all all day, and does it at 8-all in the third game.
Second serve. Nine, 8-2.
And a point for Kovalova and Smith, 10-8.
Timeout receiving. The score is 10-8-2.
So Jansen and Jones are going to call a timeout here. They trail by 2. And a reminder, we are playing 3 out of 5, so still plenty left to be played in this women's pro doubles final. I've been pushing them to the limit. The longest point we have seen. Both sides playing to their full potential right now.
8-10-1. Second serve.
And the quick strike from Kovalova.
10-2.
Ooh, that one's going to leave a little bit of a mark.
I don't know how she does it. She dives all over the place. There's never a mark. I don't know how she does it. It's volleyball.
I see, but I know that one. That's a knee dive right there. That one's going to leave a little bit of a skid. Second ATP winner for Elise Jones. Following it
10-8-2.
all the way outside the court. Kovalova and Smith with another look at game point. A perfect touch.
Kovalova thought she was going to get something offensive because she beat them deeper with that dink, but the placement from Jones in trouble was perfect.
Jansen. Ooh, my.
We haven't seen Callie Smith lob much, and then when it's tight and you're lobbing, you don't want to get out of your comfort zone. That was an awesome ATP defense in the middle of that from Elise Jones as well.
That's the second one. She's tried to go over Kovalova, but just found too far to the right. Leah Jansen saying we just need one here. Give themselves a little bit more margin to work. Up at 10 apiece.
Just sticking to it. And Elise Jones saying that's right.
10-10-2.
They have a look at game point. This match has already extended past an hour and 20 minutes. And we haven't even finished game 3. So Elise Jones and Leah Jansen 1 point away from being up 2-1. They were outstanding on the weekend, as the rest of our pros. We still have many more finals coming your way from Lakeville, Minnesota.
Time in.
Back out of the timeout, Leah Jansen with the serve. and they get the ball back. So some work to do for Kovalova and Smith. Must win by 2.
Great job by Callie Smith and not letting the moment get too big. If you have a ball to pull the trigger on, do it, and she did.
Nearly gets that one back, but a great shot on the side of Smith and Kovalova.
Callie looking for more opportunities in the middle, and that's 2 in a row. Great job by her. Knotted at 11. This is nuts.
Whoa, Lucy Kovalova getting herself into some precarious positions, but still getting the ball back time and time again.
Yeah, and then just skying it up there, trying to give herself time to be ready to defend the next one, but too good there from Jansen.
And make it 12-11, and that's a big point earned against Leo Jansen.
No.
Everyone's asking if they have a timeout. No one has a timeout, so there will be no challenges either here if that arises here at the end. Hope not.
12-11-2.
Game point for Kovalova and Smith. Second serve. Game 3 could have gone anyone's direction, but it ends up on the side of Kovalova and Smith.
It's tough to have 3 game points and then have to stare one down and rally from that. Just mentally, that's a difficult task, but they were able to do it. And after dropping game number 1, they reset the strategy and take games 2 and 3.
Lucy Kovalova and Callie Smith now just 1 game away from a gold medal. For Elise Jones, who's found herself on the ground more often than not.
Yes, and she will happily have every scuff mark in the world if it means she's taking a gold medal back to Utah.
This is their second chance at a gold medal in 2023. And the first for Kovalova and Smith in 2023. Jansen and Jones earned silver at Desert Ridge and bronze just a week ago.
Yeah, and won that bronze against this very team. So a little, not going to say revenge, or redemption, but this is a big stage. It's nice to see Elise Jones. We saw her first championship Sunday playing so well here today.
And if you're just joining us, we saw James Ignatowicz pick up men's pro singles against J.W. Johnson. So big congratulations to James as he's earned his first PPA title. Coming up next, it's Parento and Ignatowicz facing off against Stratman and Arnold in mixed pro doubles. Then we'll move on to Frazier and Johnson facing off against Stackstrud and Tejas in the men's pro doubles final. Then Jansen will be taking the court again to face off against Catherine Parento in women's pro singles. Whoa, Leah Jansen. That was the last inch of her battle.
She was beat inside out from Callie Smith, and not only able to get that last inch of the paddle on it, but then get it to safety. And I think Callie's like, this point was over a second ago, man. How are we still playing? No fly zone.
No, and it's interesting. You're starting to see Lucy Kovalova. She's done it twice now in game number 4. Slide a little bit more middle here.
Side up.
What a dig, Callie, on something that went 3 miles an hour. Just anything they can say that gets them thinking on the other side and pumps up your partner, why not?
Second serve.
And Elise Jones with the overhead and the quick walk to the baseline.
Yeah, and again, there's the
Flying
drive
flamingo.
third. Yeah. You know I love flamingos with my last name. Let's go. So, yeah, just drop the ball like it's been working all day. There we go.
So question is, maybe why not go with a third shot drive? Because you do have plenty of power on the side of Kovalova and Smith.
You're getting a much better volley back. You're giving Leah Jansen a chance to get in there and really get herself inserted. And you're getting in the kitchen every time without any problem on a patient drop and then get up there. And your strategy's working. You've won the last 2 games. So
just get to the kitchen line.
Get to the kitchen.
1, 2, 1.
If you get a short return that you got to kill, obviously, yes. But for the most part, just get up there.
The drive to drop off the lob gets him back to the kitchen.
Unbelievable. And it's, you know, it's styles make a fight. If you're playing against somebody whose hands aren't good, drive it all day long. So what fight from these 4 ladies to, and that one has another match to play. The other 3 are done for the day. Oh.
Some of these half volleys have been pretty phenomenal to watch.
Yeah, that's a ball that Jansen was yelling out. And then sometimes it's hard to recalibrate yourself because you're expecting your partner to have let it go. So what a shock, 2-2 here in game 4.
Side out.
A heads up play there by actually Lucy Kovalova to kind of get out of the way for Callie Jo Smith.
Saw Callie be very aggressive in their semi yesterday, so like to see that.
She gives a little head fake in this rally. And another.
Second serve.
Lucy Kovalova talking about maybe cutting that ball cross court instead.
Yeah, I think she was talking about take that ball out of the air and go at Elise right in front of you.
Hesitation creates problems.
And problems create winners for the other team, unfortunately there. That's that ball I want Just Leia, if it's to my left, come get it and go.
3, 2, 2.
Again, a shot that was so on in game one, but haven't seen the ball there many times, so it's trying to do just a little too much with it.
And another ball, so 5-2, Kovalova and Smith looking really good in game 4.
Yeah, Matt Wright comes right out there to congratulate them, keep them pumped up.
It's all smiles for Lucy Kovalova. So another for Kovalova and Smith. They are up 2-1, as well as in game 4 here.
6-2.
Yeah, you got to be careful not trying to hit a 4-run rally shot. You can only win one at a time. Oh my.
Yeah, that's, I mean, it's tough because as much as you like winning that one, I think they actually felt pretty bad about that winner.
That might have really been a sorry not.
I think that was an actual sorry.
Yeah, there's no not sorry in those waves there.
When was the last time we saw a lob?
It hadn't been for a while because Elise had done such a good job with the footwork and covering that. And then you try and make your lob a little too good and miss it. So we'll see if that's going to be put back into the shed or she'll bring it out some more.
Point.
Jansen and Jones earn their third.
3-7-1. Second serve.
Just moving the ball around, as Lucy Kovalova saying that's the spot right there, letting Leah Jansen know she's been put on notice.
3-7-2. Side out.
And a leave over the left shoulder of Callie Jo Smith.
Yeah, nice job there. Jansen's got to pick her spots.
7-3-1. Second serve.
And that's perfect. Go up the middle, and then you know Kovalova likes to defend the left side of her body. Look where the paddle is.
3-2.
Can't get over to the right side. Perfect finish for Jansen. Every third's right there.
Point.
Too quick.
Jansen's got to find a different place with the fourth. Maybe push Kovalova out to the right. She's getting good looks.
And Elise Jones finds a forehand up the middle.
That's a great job by Jansen of blocking the attack from Kovalova.
3-8-1. Point.
So 4-8, Jansen and Jones. This is where they have to make a move.
4-8-1.
there's some volume from Elise Jones. Goes with the lob volley, so the advantage of that is it gets over their head even quicker because the ball does not bounce. And here's a timeout on the other side.
So 5-8, Kovalova and Smith take a timeout.
Appreciate all our partners. There's a look a couple days ago, and it was snowy in Vulcan. You are our partner indoor national championship. Thank you. Select Medical. Hertz, let's go. Fila Pickleball. Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Pickleball Central, the paddle experts. Duper. And Guaranteed Rate. Appreciate their partnership. You see it on the nets. And Cameron, what a battle we have here. It's unbelievable. We can't do it without our partners. We can't do it without our sponsors. We can't do it without those great people you see standing in the middle of the court, the referees, all the volunteers. We're glad people got there safely. And Pickleball Tournaments Desk getting over 900 players playing in that gorgeous facility all weekend long.
Just remarkable, the growth of the pickleball game across the country, especially at the amateur level.
Yes.
60 touring pros now on the Carvana PPA Tour. Make it 65 now. We found 5 more. One more for Jansen and Jones.
Here they come, 8-6.
Six, 8-1. Point.
7-8 now.
Seven, 8-1.
No way! For the 8th point, the trickler from the baseline.
You can't imagine that you were just swinging it overheads, and on the next ball you're going to lose,
Yes, ma'am, you're correct.
and we're knotted up. Unbelievable.
8-8-1.
And the lead now resides on the side of the 2 seed, 9-8. Lucy and Callie are looking for their first gold in 2023. They've also had a shot at it. You have to go all the way back to the Masters, the first stop in 2023 for them to get a look. So they have a silver to their name, but still looking for gold.
I'm in.
She has 6 alongside Callie Jo Smith and 10 alongside Simone Jardim. of bounds. They're going to question this one.
I saw the ball out.
I think that ball's out of bounds.
Yep. And they've used both timeouts.
So no challenge available. 10-8, Jansen and Jones look to go to a fifth.
Second serve.
Still a second shot here.
What a comeback, down 2-6. They called timeout, looked like it was going to be over in 4, not so fast.
I think it was 7-2.
Yeah.
And they hold him off. So Kovalova and Smith need just this game to earn the gold medal. They had room to stay aggressive. Down by 2 are Kovalova and Smith.
Yeah, and it's Elise Jones. Little payback, gets the lob up and over Kovalova that time. 10-8 has been an interesting number in this match.
Laid up to the forehand of Elise Jones.
Yeah, just a nice patient point, and then when she had a chance to get that, Callie's trying to slide to a forehand. Another shot at 10-8.
Peppering that forehand, Kovalova.
Kovalova and Smith had 3 chances at 10-8 in game number 3 and had to get it at 12-11. Now this is a 4th try right here. This is something else.
Big backhand from Lucy Kovalova.
That is the no-fly zone, and she loves to hit that shot so compact.
We haven't got to see it that often in this one.
I know, because they've kept it out of there. Look out. Here they come.
There's a little poke from Callie Jo Smith to earn the 9th.
She has been very willing to not play safe when she's had an opportunity, and it has paid off in crunch time.
Speaking of crunch time, we have definitely hit crunch time, as it is now 9-10. Kovalova and Smith down by 1, and Jansen and Jones take a timeout. Must win by 2.
9-10-1.
Change the location on that backhand. You can see Callie Jo Smith did not mean to.
No, didn't want to go into the Leah Jansen forehand at that pivotal moment. Wants to go down, or at very least in front of her. It takes time away when you attack the person in front of you. Second chance to tie it up right here.
And they do. 10-all. Just look at that game 3 score. 13-11. It was a marathon of a game. And this is proving to be the same.
And those 4 game points at 10-8 are a distant memory now.
Jones with the backhand counter.
And the ball before this one right here, Leah wasn't sure she'd gotten enough of it, and then Elise Jones clutch.
I will say I like the pattern Lucy Kovalova has created, though, on that right side. She goes wide, then up the middle, forcing Elise Jones to have to hit some different dinks. Takes a shot at Leah Jansen.
Yeah, and she's flying all over the place, back and forth, faking Ernie's. Got to be in shape to play at this level.
Workout Wednesday.
Yes.
Pays off.
And the other thing, obviously, from this match is how much you have to practice your dinks to be. I mean, these are such battles that you leave it up, you're going to get killed, and these are unattackable for the most part. Now, definitely styles make a fight. You don't have players on this court that like to speed it up off the bounce, even questionable bounces like Anna Bright or Anna Lee Waters. So it makes for a longer match and longer points.
The level of execution from these 4 athletes is off the charts.
You forget that 10 minutes ago, there was a lob over Kovalova's head. Both sides playing offense and defense, and we are at match point.
Miss Smith is serving. Your score is 11.
Two hours and 2 minutes to reach this point. Championship point for Kovalova and Smith. Kovalova and Smith find gold in Minnesota.
What a battle. Jansen and Jones are going to be thinking about the 4 game points they had in game 4, but Kovalova and Smith, every year in Minnesota, we've been there twice, and they have put on an epic show in the final. 1 in 5 last year, 1 in 2 hours. Cam, come on. What it takes to win a match of that length is all the stuff that's off the court, and then obviously they lost game 1, then went 3 in a row because strategically they made a change.
A big-time change gets the defending champs a 2nd gold medal in Lakeville, Minnesota. A look back at this fantastic match, one of the longest 4-game matches we have seen. Back and forth they have gone, but Kovalova and Smith come out on top. We'll get a chance to talk with our winners after this.
Welcome back to Championship Court, where I'm sitting with Lucy Kovalova and Callie Smith that just won gold for the women's doubles for the 2nd year in a row. How does it feel, Lucy?
Oh, it's awesome. Like, people, thank you so much for cheering us. That was a great atmosphere here, and it was a great match. Leah and Elise play as tough as they always do. They're great players, so we just dig deep, and then we are here.
Callie, you went from hitting overheads and resetting the balls. How did you change the pace so quickly in the game?
Well, it's probably because of my new paddle. It's really nice. I love it. Still getting used to it, but usually, well, Elise is the best digger, I think, in the game. She gets every ball's back, and she's a fighter on the court, and I just think they played fabulously. I think they need a round of applause because they are awesome. That was a battle. We had to fight hard that whole time, so and I'm grateful for my partner and my sponsors. And just, it's fun to play here in Minnesota with you guys. Obviously, you bring us good luck, so we're going to keep coming back.
Lucy, there was a lot of obstacles that you overcame. There's a video challenge. I saw that you and Callie switched sides a couple times. What was your strategy to get around that and get behind it?
Especially in the first game, you know, you're playing 3 out of 5. So the first game, it's more you're trying to figure out the strategy, what worked, what doesn't. So we tried a couple things in game 1 that obviously didn't work because we lost. So then we made some adjustment in game 2 and going forward. And you know, Callie is so comfortable on the left side, and I trust her there 100%. Mai is on the forehand side. My role is just to keep the ding going, you know, wait until Callie puts it away. So I think we play our roles very well today, and we are just super happy to be back and to win this tournament again.
Congrats, guys. We're going to have Lucia from Vulcan Pickleball to present the trophy to you. Have her come in between.
Wow, ladies, so impressive. Both teams, you're almost putting the boys to shame a little bit. I'm so honored to be here representing Vulcan at the Vulcan Indoor Championships on the Carvana PPA Tour. You guys are both amazing, so impressed. Yeah, congratulations, well done. Thank you. Yeah.
Congrats to our winners. Back to you guys.
So the champions, Lucy Kovalova and Callie Smith, go back-to-back, and Lucy Kovalova adds one more trophy to her trophy case, her 17th Women's Pro Doubles Championship.